Swiftly in the tribute, we're continuing sticking now with a friend and also a political associate. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, join me in welcoming His Excellency, Mr. Peter Obi, Okute, Nigeria.
Let me stand on all due and existing protocols. Thank you, Tony. I listened to you. I know my own dear brother, Uche, my one wonderful brother, and our dear mommy. I met Agu for the first time over 40 years ago as a student at the University of Nigeria, Nsukka. He was already a businessman, and we were all in school. And he came to visit his friend. And of course, whenever we have anything to do in university, and we've contributed money, and we need extra money, we'll consult him. So I give testimony that he's a successful businessman and a young man in Aba. And I thank you, Tony. Agu lived his life, and God loved him. In the past 1 year, like I said, I've known him for several years. Came to Lagos. We all traders together and everything. But there's two things that I always say. What happened while we were living together in Lagos, and what happened in the past 1 year, why I give testimony that he lived his life. I remember when he finished his house in Ojoto. Then, I'm sure Bishop will know, I'll involve him in what I'm going to say now. I used to do a furniture business where I was going to furnish his house. And I took him to where they sell furniture. He was buying the most expensive. And one day he came to my house and said, Peter, this is not in your house. I said, me? No. I said, Agu, if people sit here, I don't know, maybe I'll start feeling uncomfortable. Because I'll be looking at the price of that seat, and they're just sitting on it. Agu, I don't know how you condone that people just come carelessly and sit anyhow. I probably will tell the person, no, don't cross your leg, just get up. And that is him, is his life. In the past 1 year, I don't know anybody whom I would say that have called me more than Agu in this project that I embarked in the past 1 year. I went to America. I thought everywhere. When I came to LA, he came personally to pick me from the airport. He drove, picked me from the airport, took me to a hotel. And if you see this suite where Agu put me, I said, Agu, I came here alone. How much is this place? He said, don't ask about the price, just sleep. I said, Agu, no, I cannot, how can? Why will you do? Nobody knows where I sleep. I'm just going to address. He said, Peter, just sleep. You're my president. I don't want to see you in anything less than this. I said, Agu, if you live here, maybe. Then I came to the sitting room. It was food everywhere. I said, Agu, I'm here alone. Who is going to eat? He said, just eat whatever you can eat. I said, Agu, the only thing I feel now is like, if I can check this thing in and take it to Nigeria, because this food is too much. He said, just eat whatever you want to eat. Whatever is remaining, no problem. No problem. Don't worry about it. Just eat whatever. I said, Agu, no. This thing, let's go and get some people to. He said, Peter, just eat whatever you eat. Don't worry about it. It's all been taken care of. When I came down, when he left me, about midnight and left, and it's okay. I must come down and know the cost of this room. And I came down and asked him. He came back the next morning and said, Agu, if you had told me, I told you, just a small place. The balance would have used it for. So he said, don't worry, I will give you that extra you want. But this one is where I want you to sleep. That is his life. That is the person he is. But we can't question God. I wish we can question God. Like I said to his brother, I said, if God was asking for bad people in Nigeria, you don't have stock of them to supply him. But it's his choice. He takes the ones he wants. And I'm sure all of us here know a number of bad people would have used to replace Agu if we were asked. But we can't question it. All we can say is that God called him because he's the owner of our life. He owns it. None that is called him home. May he grant him eternal rest. May he grant the family, those of us who are close to him, the fortitude to bear this very sad, irreplaceable loss. And I'm sure to the family, like I always tell Uche, who is my own political friend, you will never be alone. We're there. The family will never be alone. Your father invested in human beings, and they will not be alone. That investment is the most important investment. He did it. So everybody will be there. Tony, like last week I said, he told you everything. He said everything to you. I assure you, nobody will ever turn his back on this wonderful family. You're a great family. To all of us, let's remain prayerful to the Almighty God. In everything, we give thanks to him. God bless all of you.
Your Excellency, he gave you a presidential treatment that was befitting you. I'm glad he convinced you to accept it. Maybe the customs would have bounced you at the airport carrying all that food. Anyways, thank you so much. I mean, he said something that is profound. Say you were a great family. And when Ogatoni spoke earlier, he spoke about how everybody went through your house, mommy, and you were accommodating. That sort of legacy is something, he has invested so much in the goodwill account. And I'm sure for the rest of your lives, to your children's children's children, you will keep drawing from that goodwill account. I'm sure where the Okonkwo name is mentioned, amongst all those who have been impacted in one way or the other, they will be quick to respond and answer to whatever that demand is. So yet again, we'll celebrate his memory with another applause. Go ahead. Go ahead.